thank you so much for coming today.
Steve, turn around.
Today is about a celebration and working as a community to provide a dream for someone that's going through a lot in his life. And I wish, although we can't provide the cure, we can provide a little relief and just some support from the community. And Mr. Dupree, if y'all will make your way just right here. I want to thank you for coming on behalf of the superintendent. He had a prior engagement and he's not able to come. And you know, we could have rescheduled, but he said, you know, Martha, I know that Mr. Dupree wants his truck. So y'all go ahead and let him know that we wish him well. And anything that our superintendent could do, definitely Mr. Joseph Taylor would love to do that. So he sends his wishes for you. I'd like to recognize school board members, very important members. When we got the letter from Lori Field that said, hey, you know, Martha, Wayne Dupree has asked that y'all help us create this dream. I contacted board members and they were like, you bet, do it. You know, whatever it takes, let's support it. And Mr. Terry Ellis is here with us, Mr. Milton Brown, and Ms. Susan Roberts is here. So thank you so much for coming today. We've got a lot of recognition that we need to do today, and I want to take the time. I'm going to introduce the staff and the students. They're going to tell the story because this is a great story. It's a great story about what the community has done. Also with us today from Emerald Coast Hospice is Mr. Dupree's caseworker, social, Misty Brown. If you'll come up, because I know you're going to say a few things in a little while. You know, as we're talking, when you want to get some punch, we'd love for you to do that. You see the before and after shots. But now the moment, you know, I discover every day what a great staff I have. You just don't know what we can do. I just keep telling them we can build a fortress, and we have. We've built many, and this is one of the stories. And the staff standing beside me is the reason that we're here today. Working so diligently and hard. The project came first as an auto collision and repair project, and Mr. Jerry Harrell said, yes, I can do this. Mr. Dupree said, you know, you did something for my dad, and that's why I know that you can do this for me. So Jerry stepped up, took the lead on the truck, and Mr. Jerry Harrell and this collision and repair students, I know you are behind me, we're going to get you a picture. I just can't tell you how much we appreciate what you did. This is amazing, amazing. Also working on the project, taking a large lead, was Mr. Mike Boyd. His class came in and you know, Lori said, Martha, get it to run. I went, okay, we'll get it to run. So I talked with Mr. Boyer, and he said, you know, we probably need to buy a motor, build an engine, rebuild, and he took the lead, and it's running. And he laughs. He said, now, there may be a puff of smoke when they go out, but that's because of the old stuff that's from the old engine. I went, okay, we'll tell everybody that the puff of smoke is just, it's planned. Okay? It is planned, so we're going to leave it a puff of smoke. Okay? So we're thrilled to have that. Also working on the truck was Mr. Stevie Elam and his carpentry and cabinet making class. They built some door handles and it's the finest thing that we've seen. So we're very, very pleased to have him work on it, on tell the story. And also a little welding, you know, with a project like this, it always takes a little welding. Eddie Beckworth and his welding program. So we are very, very pleased and just honored to have you as staff member. It's a thrill. So right now I'll turn it over to Ms. Brown, and if she wants to say a few things and how we got to this point, and then I'll turn it over to the instructors, and also we want to hear from the school. So, Ms. Brown.
Well, first I'd like to thank everybody that worked on the truck. Y'all did an amazing job. I know it took a lot of hard work. I am Mr. Dupree's social worker with Emerald Coast Hospice, and so part of my job is to reach out to the community and find resources that will help improve his overall quality of life. And so one of those resources that we've used is an agency in California, and they're called the Dream Foundation. And they are the nation's first and largest wish-granting organization for adults. And they just do amazing things, as all of you can see. They help coordinate this event. And part of the referral process for that is when we go out and we see our patients, we'll tell them about this organization, and if they just have that that final dream that they, may wish to fulfill, then they try to help them with that and really go above and beyond. And so that's kind of how all of this began. We talked to Mr. Dupree about that, and I think a little bit of time went by before he decided what his dream was. And then he told one of our other social workers this really amazing story, and we were all talking about the truck. And so they sat down and they did the application, and this is the result of that. So I think Mr. Dupree did want to share how he found the truck and the outcome of that. It's really neat.
Last year I found a truck. A friend of mine had it over in Boniface, and told my dad about it. Me and him and my mom, we rode over and looked at it. It was sitting in a horse pasture. Had airbrush all over it, buzzard bait, grandchildren's names. And the man wanted $500 for it. Put gas in the carburetor, put a battery in it, fired it up. My dad gave me the $500 to buy the truck. My dream was to restore it like it is now. I couldn't have done as good a job as they did. Then I got sick. I got put on hospice in June. They said I had about 6 months to live. God turned it around, put her in my life, and ever since she's been in my life, God's turned everything around. I try to do this without crying, but I thank every one of you from my heart. Every day that I breathe, it's another day I get to live. I may die tomorrow. They say I got congestive heart failure, coronary artery disease. All them people there, young boys, it's dear to my heart. And if I can, I want to shake everybody's hand and had a part in it, let you know that I mean it. I'm going to give it back to y'all. I'm really crying.
Well, we ended up having to swap the motor because it was a little too far gone. With the brakes, not a whole lot we could have touched the mechanic thing on it. So, Mr. Harold did all the body work on it. It's inside work that Mr. Elam did, and the door handles and all. Repaired this with a lot of welding on it. So, that's all the students, staff.
Well, Mr. Jury, he asked me, he said, can you build me some wooden door handles for the truck? And we took the old handles that was all beat up and tore apart, showed the students how to draw it. They cut it out, made them look just like the other ones. And the rest of them sanded it, because when you start doing custom angles and stuff like that, there's more sanding than there is the others. So, but they all pulled together. We got them built, and since we built them, the student wanted to build a set for his own truck, so we built two. And it's just pulling together. When somebody asks you to help, you can't say no.
If you got grandkids like I do, you watch a lot of cartoons. And you see the little cartoon says, the little train. And the advice that the guy, the old man gave the little train says, if you think you can, you can. But if you think you can't, you won't. So when you look at stuff like this right here, and you go, where do you start? You just start. I mean, you know, I got a college education, but it don't take much to figure out. You just got to start. You know, and so all Jerry's kids got together, and we assigned each one of them a panel, and they started it, and with a little supervision, they just, you know, went step by step procedures. We laid everything out for them, and I think they done a marvelous job. Now, this is not the original layout of the vehicle. Now, you know I get paid a lot to talk, so, you know, hey, I got to talk. And so we painted, and what he wanted was a white faded to pink and then into the red, and I said, okay, we can do that. Well, we did it about 3 or 4 times. We still get brown. Because I told him, I said, now the red, you pick that's brown now. So we painted, finally got them up here. See, you can't get red out of brown. So he said, well, do it your way then. So we went ahead and changed it. We took everything out the inside out. We had removed everything. Everything that was on the inside was blue. We dyed black, put it back together with Mr. Boyer's class and his help. Ended up doing the bed liner. We stripped it down. The paint was donated by Chipley Auto Parts and Mariana Auto Parts. The primer was donated right here in town by the O'Reilly Auto Parts. So we thank for their participation. They didn't even think about it. They said, yes, we will help. We'll be more than honored to help. And so it was a community job. But looking at the project now, this is what Washington Home Technical Center is all about. If you got a nightmare, we're going to turn it into a dream. So we are very thankful when they asked us to do this. We didn't think twice. I said anything that will make my boss look good and her bosses look good, I'm for. And that will promote the school. And so that's why I got the help of these fine gentlemen to participate. Let everybody be able to participate in as much as possible. And we are very thankful and very humble and honored to do what little we could do.
Amen. You really want to follow that?
It'd be hard on that one. My name's Eddie Beckworth. I'm the welding instructor. Now, we didn't do as much as the other instructors. We done a little straightening out on the bumper and some things underneath the truck that you can't see. So we had a little bit to do with it, and we're proud of it. We're glad that we had an opportunity to help out on this project. And we're here as another supporter. We're on the team. We all work together. Thank you.
We're so appreciative that you came, and we'd like for you to see the truck, take pictures. There's some punch, not much, but hey, there's some punch. So enjoy the punch. Please meet Mr. Dupree and let him tell you the story. It's wonderful, but y'all, this is what we do as a community. And I'm talking to our students. This is what you're supposed to do as a community member is help. And y'all have stepped up and you've done exactly what you should be learning. These are employability skills and helping your community. And we thank you so very much.
I'd like to say the reason my dad's not here is they had to take him to the hospital, and he had surgery the day before yesterday. They had to put a pacemaker in. His heartbeat was 17 beats a minute. We like to lost him. I wish he was here, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the truck. And without y'all, I wouldn't. So I wish my mom and dad was here to share in this. He's the only dad I had. I didn't want to lose him. But I thank you for giving me a start anyway. And ending here, I wish he was here.
All right, y'all enjoy. Thank you.